In this review, we're going to look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Alley Viper. The Alley Viper comes in standard G.I. Joe Classified style packaging, at least for now. We got the big window box, we got the G.I. Joe logo on the bottom, we got the artwork on the front that wraps onto the side, we got the big mural on the back, we got the legalese, warnings, your side onion, you got your barcode there, you got the tech specs that you got to go online to decode. Really wish they would just give us a bio on the boxes or a card inside. You got the number 34 Cobra logo on the top. And here we have the Alley Viper in the plastic tray, and he is loaded out with accessories and gear. This is what I love to see on action figures like this. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 firearms, 2 knives, looks like a bow projectile for one that you can plug into the guns. You got the mask, you got the backpack, you got the shield. This is great. I love seeing this as accessories on action figures, especially with the price points they are now. This is what it should be, packed to the gills. Well, nothing, no room left on the plastic tray. And here we have the Alley Viper outside the plastic tray, and wow, I'm impressed with the amount of accessories this thing comes with. Look at this. This is great. The only thing he's missing is some alternate hands. All we get with G.I. Joes right now, most of the time, we get trigger fingers. We don't, I think Cobra Commander and Snake Eyes was the only two that's had alternate hands so far. I wish they would start giving us more of these hands for different action figure photography and stuff like that. Would be great for a bit of expressive hands. Nonetheless, this thing's got a ton of accessories. Love it. Sculpting detail looks great. The paint's clean. I know the paint scheme, color scheme is garish. I'm not going to sneak up on anybody in this kind of suit, but it's cool though. I would love to see this done in a more tactical colors, or even more like a Cobra blue and black. This thing would really pop. Wasn't collecting Joes when I was little when they had this figure come out, so don't really have a strong connection to this color scheme, so that's why I wouldn't mind the different color scheme for this. Let's take a quick look at the accessories. First up, let's look at the backpack. Very well sculpted. There's no paint on this. Been nice if we could have got this picked out in some paint. Just made it even better than what it already is. Almost gives you like a proton pack look to it, but with grenades. And we get a lot of tech detail in the back. We get 2 knives. Same sculpt on both of those. Those look nice. We get the pistol. We've seen this one before. Looks really nice. And now we get a machine gun with a removable magazine. Always a nice touch when you're in the magazine are removable on the firearms. We get it's drilled out for muzzle flashes. Let's see if the Marvel Legends ones work on that. Don't even flash is handy, but I got some of the smoke trails. And you can use the Marvel Legends effects. They're a little tight, but they work. And same with this firearm here. We get the same type of magazine on this one. But I don't see where it would actually work on the gun itself. There's no way it could actually feed into the gun there. Unless it's just meant to hold the magazine for this one. It's a removable piece as well. But I really like it. We got this firearm. It's a little more futuristic looking, and I'm thinking that goes with this. The crossbow piece, so we'll go slide into here. So we got a spear gun type look for it. We also get the riot shield with the Cobra logo on the top. Nice sculpt on it. I like you actually scanner on the front, on the back of it, to where you can see, like he can actually look through it. And the arm guard piece where it attaches to the figure is movable, so you can actually rotate it for different photography. I like to see that on the Captain America shields. That clip system they use on the Captain America shields always ends up breaking, or it can go on his back or on his arm. So I wouldn't mind just get rid of the where it goes on the back on the Captain America and go with something like this. And we get the face mask. And that's really nicely done. You can see the paint detail tampo on that. Before we get him geared up, let's take a closer look at the figure and check out the articulation and some of the accessories that comes installed on the figure. Push this to the side. We got holsters for the one of the knives on the forearm. The other holsters on the chest. It's on an overlay. And we got a holster for the gun on his hip, on his leg here. And another holster over here, just pouches. It doesn't really hold anything, just for looks. That's it for the accessories. The vest is, like I said, is overlay. Not sure what body is underneath of it, if we've seen that body before. Can't quite tell what's underneath that overlay right now. But I'm sure we've probably seen that body before. Is it a trooper body? I don't think so. I don't think it's a trooper body. That's it. I think it's a Duke body. Duke torso. Yep, it is a Duke torso. Just, I don't look like they put the top overlay with the collar. Left that off since it's got the vest covered in that. And for the details, we got the nicely painted eyes, clean paint on the figure, nice clean temple grass. The eyes look nice and clear. The blue looks really good, sharp. The Cobra logo's sharp. And they actually absolutely, Hasbro kills it on these G.I. Joe figures. Love the texture and the detail on these. I think these new knee pads are new. All the texture and sculpting on these figures are just top notch. At first I thought this might have been an overlay on the bicep, but it's actually a new bicep sculpted on this arm. Lots of great detail, sculpted detail on this. Paint work looks good. The only thing that looks wonky are the shin guards. I don't know what it is. They always look like they're crooked on these figures. Let's do a quick rundown the articulation real quick. The neck is on a disc hinge with a ball joint on top, with a ball joint at the base of the neck. So you can get great movement up, down. You get movement in the ball joint on the bottom, and on the disc hinge and ball joint on the head. You get full 360, but you gotta be careful when you spin the neck. It'll move this will move with it. You can get out of alignment. So it gets to a point and it wants to stick. So you make sure that's lined up so it looks right. Good tilt in the neck and the head. You get a butterfly joint. On these Joe figures, the butterfly joints don't move a lot, but it's still great to have that in the figure. Where they don't have the overlay of from the Duke torso there, it actually allows it to move a little bit more. You got the open space from the vest. Disc hinge shoulders. Get you up to here, like 9 degrees. Full 360, bicep rotation, double joint elbows, bends all the way up. To here, disc hinge wrist. You got vertical hinges on this gun hand. And you got horizontal hinge on this gun hand. Following the pattern too, where a lot of the G.I. Joe figures are left-handed. There is an ab crunch in here and a ball joint at the waist, but you're not going to be able to do anything at the ab crunch because the overlay, it's very tight against the body. So you get a little bit of movement from that ball joint at the bottom, crunch forward a little bit, and tilt back. Basically none because the overlay of the vest overlay. You get a waist twist at that ball joint. Ball jointed hips with drop down hips. You can kick out, do the full Van Damme, but when it drops down, it allows a lot more motion. Kick forward. They're tight. There we go. Back a little bit. We're a little bit better than Marvel Legends where they drop down. Thigh rotation. Double joint knees. Get you up to here. Boot rotation. Hinged ankles. And ankle pivots. G.I. Joe figures are very articulated figures. So the only thing that's really hindering it right now is the overlay. Keeps the ab crunch from working. And this arm, where it's sculpted like this, it's a little big, so it doesn't allow it to go down as far as this arm. Since this is a sculpted piece and not an overlay, I like seeing this been a little bit thinner on the inside, so it could have laid against the arm, the body a little bit better. Let's get all the accessories on them and look at them all geared up. And here we have the Alley Viper all decked out in his gear, and he looks good. He's armed to the teeth, got plenty of armor, and he needs armor when he's bright orange and blue. So, good thing he is well armed. But you can have him have all his accessories on the figure. In my display, I probably won't have this gun in his hand. I'll just have this for the shield hand. And for this rifle, it actually stores on the back on the backpack. You put it around the trigger. It's got the hand grip position here, here. Wouldn't want to carry an actual firearm pegging on around the trigger, but that's the way it fits onto this backpack. He looks good. I love all the details. Got the D-rings painted up in silver. All the different weapons. Great looking figure all around. With a different color scheme and swap out a couple of parts, this could totally be a riot police officer. So that would be really cool, like redeco, and retool later on. Now they don't, it's G.I. Joe, so they don't really need that, but be like an LMP maybe. I like this figure. Like I said, I don't have any connection to this through my childhood because I never collected the G.I. Joe 3/4 inch that much. I was more in the Transformers and Master of the Universe at the time. I love the G.I. Joe cartoon. I only had a handful of G.I. Joe figures growing up. I'm loving this 6-inch classified line. It's well worth what you're paying on these. I don't really feel so bad when I'm paying the extra price for the Joes. Especially when you get something like this. You get the fully decked out, all these accessories. $25 price point, don't feel too bad on this. But when you're getting hardly any accessories whatsoever, that's when it hurts. Like the movie Scarlet figure, hardly come with any accessories. And she was a full price figure. That doesn't sit right with me too much. But when I get one like this, I like this. The only thing that would, like I said, make it would make any better, get some alternate hands. If you see these out on the shelf, I highly recommend these. Buy these. These are a great addition to your collection. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the review. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch y'all next time. Cobra!